All right, all right, all right. We're here again. We're doing a definitive, and I mean definitive, PlayStation 2 tier list. Now, granted, this tier list does not contain every single banger that the PlayStation 2 had to offer. So we're going to check this tier list that I found on tierlistmaker.com out. But don't forget, you guys, mash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe, and let me know how wrong your tier list is. So let's get into it. All right. Now, granted, I think there's probably like 2 or 3 games on here I haven't played yet. And we're going to knock out the ones I have not played yet. And that's going to be Dark Cloud 2. Never played. I don't remember playing any of the NBA Streets because let me tell you, I was an NFL Street fan. And like I loved the NFL Street games. I never played FIFA. And and I think that's basically it for the ones I have not played. Now there's some on here that I'm like I might put into into categories that are going to be kind of controversial. So, of course, we got S tier God. That's the God tier. A, one of the greatest of all times. B, it's all right, not the greatest game or average. And C, the game is ass. So, I hate doing this. Dragon Ball Budokai. Tenkaichi. This is Budokai, not Tenkaichi. So, this is the first one. Now, granted, I have played this game recently because they actually had a remake of this game on I believe it was the Xbox 360, and it was like Budokai 1, 2, and 3. And let me tell you, it's rough. And I mean rough. I mean, it's all right. It's not the greatest, but it's just average. It's just an average game. Now, granted, I'm looking at this list. There's a couple games that could slide into the God tier category. And I'm going to put the next game, Grand Theft Auto 3, into one of the greats. I'm not going to put it into the God tier category because I kind of want to put all 3 of the trilogy. We're going to put it up here. We're going to put it because this one actually definitely really opened up that what's the word I'm looking for? The open world style of Grand Theft Auto and really opened like the eyes of everybody. Like, holy crap, we can have an open world game. And let me tell you, it's amazing. Next one we got here is Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper, it's a great platformer, great story. It's just an all-around great game. Same with Max Payne. The first Max Payne game, great story, great action, just amazing. Call of Duty Finest Hour is ass. This one was terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, it's one of the like, I think this was actually the first Call of Duty that ever came out, and it definitely defined the game series as a whole in the beginning. It wasn't until Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare where everybody's like, son of a bitch, I'm in. Ratchet and Clank. This is the first Ratchet and Clank game. S tier. Amazing story, great platforming, great like ways for you to like get weapons, level them up, and it's just all around fun. Like, even me as a 33-year-old that went back and replayed this game recently, still an amazing game. Amazing game. Bully is probably one of the greatest games out there that doesn't get enough love, in my opinion. I think Rockstar really messed up. They should have remade Bully, truth be told, because Bully is such a great game. It's an amazing game, and I actually played it recently. Like, if you're noticing a trend here, I played Bully recently, I played Max Payne recently, I played Ratchet and Clank recently, and Grand Theft Auto 3. The next game is going to be Burnout 3. Burnout 3 is an amazing game. I love the idea of being able to take your car, maximum damage, and go from there. It's just all around great. Budokai Tenkaichi 3, terrible game. Like, we're just going to say that. Now, granted, I love a really, really good, like, Dragon Ball fighter game, but that one's probably one of the worst. Alright. Next one is going to be Ultimate Spider-Man. I actually played this game because I actually bought it for my GameCube. And Ultimate Spider-Man, I'd say it's really good. I love the art style. I love how it's kind of comic booky and everything with how the story is driven. And the open world aspect of Ultimate Spider-Man, phenomenal. Highly recommend it. If you ever get your hands on it, check it out. Ultimate Spider-Man 3. Ultimate Spider-Man, not number 3. Spider-Man friend or foe? It's ass. There's no other way to put it. It's ass. Silent Hill 4 The Room. Actually, I've never played Silent Hill 4 The Room, so I can't really speak on that one. Now, Devil May Cry 3, I actually played a couple years back. It's alright. It's just alright. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Dante. I love the hack and slash aspect of it. It's good. It's alright. Now, Sonic Heroes. So, like, I have really fond memories of Sonic Heroes because my cousin got the game, he played through. My boy Ryan got the game, he played through it. Like I said, like sitting back and watching people play it, I was like, damn, that's an awesome game. And don't get me wrong, I've seen every ending to this game, I swear to God. Now, just like Ultimate Spider-Man, I bought Sonic Heroes for my GameCube. I played through Sonic Heroes on my GameCube probably about a year ago. And it's just okay. It didn't age well when it came to like the controls and everything. The graphics are dated. But like I said, the biggest drawback on Sonic Heroes is the controls. The controls were terrible. God of War. This is one of the games that kicked off probably one of the most beautiful and greatest franchises, in my opinion. Because God of War 2018, I actually played on stream. It's amazing. And God of War, the first one, is a God tier game. And I played through it, about a year ago? Still a phenomenal game. And like one thing I really don't like doing when it comes to these tier lists is putting a whole bunch of games in the S tier. Might end up happening. Final Fantasy X, not S tier. I'd say it's one of the greatest. It has a beautiful story, amazing graphics, and I played through that game probably about 3 years ago, right at the start of 2020, and it still holds up really, really well. It's a great game, amazing game. San Andreas S tier. Like I said, where's Vice City? Vice City goes up here because you can't. In my opinion, when you're talking about PlayStation 2 games and Grand Theft Auto, you can't just put one in the S tier. You got to put all three in the S tier because all three of those games are phenomenal. They are great. Like, don't at me. Vice City, in my opinion, is probably the best one out of the three. All right, Jak 2. Jak 2, I actually tried to play on stream recently, and it's just okay. This Final Fantasy game, actually, I don't think I ever played that Final Fantasy game. Tony Hawk's Underground 2, it's probably just one of the most alright games when it came to the PlayStation 2 for Tony Hawk. Gran Turismo, just alright. Like, I'm not much for those, like, real-world simulation games when it comes to racing. Just give me a car, let me run into wherever the hell I want. That's why I'm going to put Burnout Takedown 3 above it. I can't put it in the game as ass because genuinely, when it comes to a Gran Turismo game, the games are not ass. They're beautiful, beautiful games. But when it comes down to it, my liking of racing games or my liking of games, I cannot put that game any lower only because of the amount of time that they put into those games and the skill needed to play those games. All right, I'm getting off my soapbox with that one. Um, Guitar Hero 3. So, this is the thing. Guitar Hero 3, when it comes to Guitar Hero games, is God tier. Where Guitar Hero 2 is one of the greats. So that's one thing I will admit. With those ones, I'll split it. Because the music library for Guitar Hero 3 is mind-blowing. On top of that, look who's on the front cover. You got your boy Slash. Guitar Hero 2 laid that foundation because I never heard of Guitar Hero until Guitar Hero 2 when my cousin was like, "Hey guys, my dad bought me a new game. You want to check it out?" And I'm like, "Sure." And then he brings out this guitar with the 5 buttons, and I was mind blown. And then, like I said, Guitar Hero 3, I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." Next game on the list, Max Payne. It's Fall Max Payne. Fall Max Payne, just okay. It's just okay. It's not quite ass. It's just okay. The story, meh. Jack 3, I could never really get into Jack 3. Because, like, Jack 2 at least has a decent story. Jack 3, I just could not power my way through it. Alright. So, the next two is going to be Kingdom Hearts 1 and then Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 1 is a god tier game. Kingdom Hearts 2 is just okay. Only because I feel like the magic with Kingdom Hearts 1, it was just such an amazing game. And the story with Kingdom Hearts 2, I missed a lot because I didn't play the handheld ones. Now, I feel like if it was a standalone, I think it would have been okay. Not quite one of the greats, but it's just okay. And I'm not going to lie. There is so much going on with Kingdom Hearts where sometimes like you need to have a like encyclopedia to try to figure out how the hell this Disney character is tied to this Disney character, and then this random character from this faction is tied to this random character from that faction that's tied to this Final Fantasy character that knows this Disney character. That's all I'm going to say. Where Kingdom Hearts 1, it's that flash in the pan. They come out swinging, and you're just like, wow. Like, I love Kingdom Hearts 1. Next one's going to be Lego Star Wars. This is going to be one of the greats because it is amazing. I loved Lego Star Wars. Medal of Honor Frontline, in my opinion, ass. Enter the Matrix, I kind of want to put it higher, but I can't. It's ass. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, amazing story. One of the greats. Ratchet and Clank Deadlock, this was the third one, I believe. Third one or the fourth one. It was just meh. It's just okay. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. It's just okay. I wouldn't put it anything higher than okay. Because, let's see. How the hell? Bro, they don't have it on here. They don't have... So they got Underground 2 on here, which is another just okay. Same with Midnight Club 2. But they don't have Need for Speed Underground 1. Need for Speed Underground 1, hands down, definitely goes higher. I'm going to just knock this out right here, right now. Tekken, okay. Mortal Kombat was actually, this is Deadly Alliance, was ass. The Sims Busting Out, I don't think I ever played it. I think my brother played it for his GameCube back in the day, and he loved it. But I'm going to just put it under never played because I don't remember playing it, if that makes any amount of sense. Going Commando. Like, these other Ratchet and Clank games, I kind of think they were just okay. You can't recapture the magic of that first one. Let's go Jak and Daxter. This is the first Jak and Daxter game The first Jak and Daxter game is probably one of the greatest. You know what? I'm gonna put the original Jak and Daxter. Like, I always put these two next to each other, Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter, because they were just amazing, amazing games. Especially considering Jak and Daxter. How often was there a load screen? Think about that one. There wasn't. You could go from one end to the other with minimal loading time because they hit it with you riding on stuff. And like, it's insane what they did with Jak and Daxter, the original. Like, it's such an amazing game. Such an amazing, like, me personally, I love the Jak and Daxter franchise. Granted, they've been kind of shelved for a long time, and Ratchet and Clank gets all the love. It is what it is. I don't remember playing Spider-Man 3. I don't remember playing this Spider-Man. Tony Hawk Underground, the first one, amazing. God of War 2, I feel kind of fell off for me. Just saying. Resident Evil Code Veronica, it was just okay. Meh. The second Sly Cooper. Because, like, if you're seeing a pattern here, a lot of these sequels for games kind of fell off for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not much of a fan when it comes to fighting games from this genre, like this era. Like, don't get me wrong. There's some fighting games out there where I'm like, wow, that's an amazing fighting game. But this era, I was not much of a fan. Not at all. There's another Spider-Man game. What? We're dropping you there. So they threw Battlefront 2 on here. Battlefront 2, it's a pretty damn good game. But I just put it under okay. Now, I played the crap out of it with my cousin. Guess who had the PlayStation 2 for the longest time? We had to go over to their house. My cousin. I did end up getting a PlayStation 2 for my birthday. But it wasn't until later on. Simpsons Hit and Run. Simpsons Hit and Run is probably one of the greatest, like, Grand Theft Auto clones out there. Like, it's just phenomenal. I loved Simpsons Hit and Run, and guess what I played on my GameCube recently? Simpsons Hit and Run, son of a bitch! Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 was just okay. The Twisted Metal Black is a extremely underrated game. Extremely. Highly recommend it. Yeah, the story, just period, end of story, is probably one of the greatest. True Crime Streets of LA was dog ass. Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex, dog ass. We're going to put Resident Evil 4 obviously where it belongs, which is S tier. Because you got to realize, at the end of the day, like a lot of the games in my S tier actually got remade. And, like, yeah. And then this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel of Roses. It was kind of dog ass. It did not, like, to me, it didn't sit well with how they did that one. Like, if that makes any amount of sense. And how they, like, the dueling aspect of it, it wasn't that good. Excuse me. So, that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the definitive PlayStation 2 tier list. You can let me know down below how wrong your tier list is. But I'm telling you right now, my S list, of course, Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas, Vice City, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, God of War, Guitar Hero 3, Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil 4, and Twisted Metal. All those, what can I say? Amazing. God tier games that you're never going to regret playing. Whether you're playing them on your PlayStation 5 or you go out and you buy a PlayStation 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget mash that like button, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what's going to be the next tier list you would want to see me do, because like I'll tell you what I'm going to do for my tier list, and then you can let me know down below like how wrong you guys are. Anyways, you guys, y'all take it easy. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later. Bye.